Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all having a good week so far. So today's video is going to be a big fat beauty haul. I have accumulated some of these bits over the past few weeks. I used to be like a massive makeup freak. Like years back, long before I was into fashion, I was always into makeup, and that's where I always wanted to make my debut on YouTube. Obviously things have since changed. I much prefer fashion now. Beauty, I'm sort of set into a regime. It used to be the fact that I would want every single new product, have to go and buy whatever was new on the market, and now the roles have reversed. And I'm like that with clothes, but with makeup I've just got a few staples that I always tend to repurchase. That being said, there is still things I like to try out and experiment. I'm lucky enough that I can get sent a lot of products, but I still spend a lot of money on beauty, just maintaining the routine that I've already got. So a few of the items today are repurchases, things that are just my staple holy grail items. But then another chunk of them are also brand new purchases, things I've been having my eye on for a while, things I wanted to try out. So before we get into the video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and ring the little bell. That means that you get notifications every time I upload, and I'm hoping that it's going to be more and more often. Also, if you like the video, please don't forget at the end to give it a like and also comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I also love hearing the kind of products that you recommend, your favourite products in the beauty category. I feel like everybody has their own favourites, so please let me know if you've tried any of these products and your opinions on them, or also if you have any other recommendations for products I should try, because I love trying new beauty items, especially skincare, so any skincare recommendations, leave them down below. But anyway, enough rambling, let's get into what I bought this past few weeks. So I've got quite a bit, there is quite a lot here to go through, so I'll try and be as quick as possible. So first of all, from Harvey Nichols, I only bought 2 items. So the first is a beauty blender, an empty beauty blender box. So this time around, one sec, let me get it. I bought a black beauty blender. So the reason behind me buying a black one instead of a pink one, I always tend to get the pink, and I always just buy a new beauty blender every few months because eventually it just starts going really grubby. And obviously if I'm on YouTube and not doing tutorials, I don't want some minging orange sponge. I do try and clean them as much as possible, but I'm not gonna lie and say I clean them every single time I use them. But yeah, the black one, it's just not gonna show up dirt as much in my opinion. Like, it makes me feel less grotty. I don't know. The nude one I was scared because I thought I wouldn't be able to see the product if it's all cleaned out, whereas the black one is quite obvious, but not as obvious as the pink, in the sense that I don't think it gets quite as stained. So yeah, I bought a black one. I always repurchase beauty blenders. I do also like the Real Techniques sponges, the orange ones, but every time I go and buy one, they're always out of stock. So I'm not some like beauty blender snob, because these are like 16 quid, which is expensive for a sponge, but the Real Techniques ones are always sold out. So yeah, I bought this from Harvey Nichols. It's just a staple for me. I always put my foundation, cream, highlight, concealer on with a beauty blender, and I just absolutely love it. So it gives the most flawless, even coverage in my opinion. And then the second purchase for me from Harvey Nichols was the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I think this is the mini one. They do have one that's like a litre. But no, this one, yeah, this one's a skinny travel size one, so I always just keep these in my handbag. They're cheap as well. I think this is like £10. But this, holy shit, this is so good. This will lock your foundation in place. It's really good in summer as well because you can get a bit sweaty, so it keeps everything locked in place. But yeah, really good for night out makeup. I just love it in general. It gives you a nice creamier, dewier finish, so it makes all your makeup seamlessly blend together. This is my favourite setting spray ever, ever, ever. So good. So now on to Space NK. It's one of those places, like, they have them in city centre, so when I was in Leeds recently I decided to bob in. I just like the whole vibe of the shop. It's very like spa-esque. It's just nice and bright and white and clean. It's very boutique-y in feeling. It's got really nice like indie brands, so I like to go in there. Anyway, I didn't buy any indie brands. I should have just bought these online really. But yeah, I went in when I was in Leeds recently, and you know when you're just in that mood to just spend money? I don't know if anybody else gets like this. I didn't want anything. There was absolutely nothing that I wanted or needed, and I just went in and I was like, why are you doing this? You could save yourself so much money if you just went home right now. But no, I was there, and then I decided to go shopping with that mentality, which is dangerous. But yeah, I went in and spent like 75 quid on 2 items. Didn't even want either of them, but they are good. So the first one is this Kiehl's Hydro Plumping Retexturizing Serum Concentrate. So it looks like this. It's basically, what does it say? Deeply hydrating formula with 15% glycerin, clinically tested to plump skin, smoothing and the appearance of fine lines and texture while significantly reducing the look of dull, tired looking skin that can be caused by age-related dehydration. Fuck. So, yeah. I just read texture on this. I've had texture issues for about a month now. I went and got a facial recently and I'm still sort of waiting to see the results from that, but I'm getting texture around above my eyebrows, which is common for me. If I ever do break out, it's always on my forehead or my chin. I don't get like cheek spots, and none of it is, you know, really fierce red lumps. It's like texture, tiny little bumps that aren't even red. It's just so annoying, but obviously in makeup with a cream highlight on, it just looks really stark. So yeah, it's been about 10 days since I bought this and I've been using it basically every night. It looks like this one. So it's like a really thin gel, which I like. I do wear very thick rich night creams and moisturizers, so this is like a serum that I put on underneath moisturizer, and it gives you like an injection of hydration. So it does feel like you're giving your skin a cocktail, like a drink. It just feels really hydrated and healthy and plump. I have noticed my skin feels smoother, but my forehead is pretty stubborn at the moment, so I haven't seen drastic results there. It just feels nice. It's just a really nice texture and consistency. Like I say, it makes your skin feel really hydrated, a bit plumper. But again, it's one of those, because it's so thin, I sometimes feel like, is it working? But I personally do like this, and I'm a big fan of Kiehl's formulas in general. I find that they agree with my skin. I can't remember how much this was. Obviously, as usual, I'll put everything down in the description below, all of the prices, all of the links to buy. So yeah, if you spot anything that you like, it'll all be down below. But yeah, I like this. I wouldn't say I'm like blown away by it, but it's nice to add something to my skin routine, especially as winter is coming and my skin can tend to dry out. So this is another quite gentle product that gives a surge of hydration. And then the second product that I bought is from Becca. It is the Shimmering Skin Perfector in liquid version. So this is in Champagne Pop. This is obviously part of like the Jaclyn Hill collection. The Champagne Pop pressed highlighter. Oh, it's one I wear every single day, so I've got it on now. I'm not a massive like silver streak of highlight kind of girl. I don't want to look like I've just been like blasted by the sun. Oh, welcome to my video. Betty, do you like highlighter? She's already radiant. But anyway, yeah, it's really nice. I bought it to replace my Orgasm Illuminator by NARS. I wanted another liquid highlight, but that one's quite pink, so I wanted something more champagne goldeny. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you gonna say hello? Hello? So as I was saying, I love cream highlights or liquid highlights, but the NARS one is definitely my favourite. So this is a really nice alternative, but it's not quite as intense. So if you like a really subtle highlight, this one is brilliant, but I was hoping for a little bit more pigment. It is more like something that you would add to your foundation, which I do, so I get a really good glow out of my foundation by mixing this together. But applying this on top of foundation, you do get a nice subtle highlight, but I would say I was looking for a little bit more from this product. Then on to Selfridges. So I was in Birmingham last weekend and I picked up some goodies from the Bullring. So Selfridges in the Bullring, whew, it's one of my favourites. We have two Selfridges in Manchester. I think it's the only place it's got two. But the one in the Bullring, it's got this little area that's got loads of random shit in it. And that's what I love in Selfridges, or I love in any kind of shop, is like the random stuff. I don't want to see like the shelf after shelf after shelf of like the perfectly pristine makeup from each counter, you know, like I like the weird stuff. So that's what I went to get. So in this weird little area, they have all of their face masks. And if you know me, if you've watched any of my other videos, if you see me on Instagram, you'll know I friggin' love a sheet mask. So I bought 3. Every time I go, I do tend to buy different ones. I always top up. I always need to have a few face masks at home just because it's like my Sunday ritual. So I love trying new ones too. So I bought the Rodial Snake Oxygenating Cleansing Bubble Masks. so they sold me on the bubbles here and the fact that it was like black packaging. I've never ever tried this one before. I've never even tried anything from Rodial, to be honest, so I'm excited to try this. But it says the Snake Oxygenating and Cleansing Bubble Mask, Deep Cleansing Charcoal Sheet Mask enriched with O2 bubbles. So this sounds interesting, the bubbling element. I didn't know whether it'd like froth on the skin or not, but I'm so excited to try this. Anything with charcoal is really good at obviously like cleansing the pores, and it also talks about like tightening fine lines and wrinkles, which I don't really have an issue with, but I do like anything hydrating, plumping. Oh, I just love it. So I'm excited to try this, and this was £7.50. So in that area they have like a couple of about 15 different brands face masks, so it's nice to like rummage through and find the ones that you want, and they are all pretty much the same sort of price, like fairly affordable. This one was £7.50. And then I bought the Vital Hydra Solution from Dr. Jart. Oh, I absolutely love this mask, and I love Dr. Jart masks in general. There's like a silicone rubber mask that I use by them, which I absolutely adore. But I have tried this one before, and it is deeply, deeply hydrating. So this one says, designed to deeply hydrate, replenish, and protect skin's own moisture, Water Jet Deep Hydration Sheet Mask. So that's obviously the name of it. Protects moisture barrier and helps dry skin. So I obviously bought this as the temperature has dropped recently, and obviously as we get into autumn and winter the temperature is going to drop even more. My skin does tend to really dry out. I have like normal to combination skin in the sense that I get really excess oiliness in the summer, and then in autumn and winter it gets really dry, especially on my cheek area and my nose area. So hydrating masks are always my go-to. I just like feeling plump and refreshed and hydrated. I love it. And this one was £5.50, so again really affordable. I stocked up on this one and I love it. And then the last one that I bought was the Hyaluronic Intensive Treatment Mask. This is from Magic Stripes, and this was £11. So this, it says hyaluronic acid instantly fills and smooths facial wrinkles, hydrogel for powerful moisturizing, instant cooling effect, excellent skin firming effect, improves skin elasticity and reinforces the skin's resistance to climatic changes. So I love the sound of everything there. Now hyaluronic acid, I love it. It really helps my skin. It helps keep things smooth, helps with my texture issues, and then it also obviously plumps the skin and fills in all of these tiny little wrinkles and things like that. So again, you have like a smoother, softer, more baby face complexion when you use hyaluronic acid, and I just find in general it's really relaxing because it's so cooling. I love putting them on a Sunday night, having a glass of wine, having a bit of chocolate and just having some me time. So I love these masks. This one is slightly more expensive and I've never tried this brand before, so I'll keep you updated. If you do want to find out how they all are, I'll probably upload them on Instagram at some point when I'm wearing them, so I'll be able to give you like a mini review there if you are interested. So the next two items that I bought from Selfridges are the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation in Tres Leches, I think that's how you say it. That's the code 320G, and then I also got a refill of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard. So these two are two of my all-time favourite products. This is my go-to concealer for dark circles and brightening the under eye, and then this is my standard everyday foundation. This is like demi matte to almost matte foundation, and then this is like quite a radiant creamy concealer, obviously from the name. This is my favourite ever foundation for the coverage of it. So if you're looking for a full coverage look while still using quite a sheer amount of product and not looking for too much cakiness, then this is a brilliant foundation. I have a lot of redness along my jawline, so this is a brilliant foundation. I just have to put one thin layer over it with a beauty blender and it sits all day. It's also brilliant long wearing, long lasting foundation, and it's also great for touch up. So if you want to top up through the day, if you want to like layer up for an evening look, you don't have to take your makeup off and start again if you are short of time. So it's absolutely brilliant for that. I also love the colour. It's so yellow. I am truly obsessed with this, and this is obviously another refill because mine had run out. And then with the creamy concealer, I just love this. I've been using this about 4 or 5 years now. It's so good. The only problem is it's quite small. It's like a lipstick tube, so it doesn't actually carry too much product. I also have the solid version of this concealer, but I do actually prefer the liquid one for brightening. So again, obsessed with this. I couldn't really live without it. Then I also bought another top up. So this is a MAC Strip Down Lip Liner because I always lose my lip liners, and surprise I've already lost this one. So this is just an empty box. The other two were empty boxes too because they're already in my makeup kit. I already use them all the time. So this one, the strip down, it's one of my favourites. I was a Whirl girl for a while, but I found it was getting A, too dark, and B, too pink. So I love strip down. It's much more of a brownie nude, which I much prefer because I tend to either go for peachier or browner undertone nude lipsticks. So I adore this. It's the perfect in between if you are fair to medium skin tone like myself. It's a beautiful, beautiful nude without being too rich or brown. So I adore this, and like I say, what is it about MAC lip liners and losing them? Like, does anybody else lose them religiously? I have about 12 and they all go missing. They're in every handbag, every blazer pocket, every jacket pocket, and I just can't seem to find any of them. So if anybody could give me any tips on not losing all my possessions, that would be great, thank you. And then last but not least, from Selfridges, I bought another lipstick. So this is actually a YouTuber collaboration, and this was the Jamie Genevieve collaboration with MAC. So this is the perfect nude she claims. So I had to get this. I love Jamie on YouTube. She's one of my all-time favourites. I love the Scottish accent. God, I love it. I bought this. It looked to be the perfect nude online, and I wore it twice, and it was the most beautiful peachy nude colour. I was obsessed with it, but I don't know whether it's the lip liner I've been wearing or what, but recently it's looked a bit grey on me, in the sense like I had Blankety by MAC, and that was very, very grey, like ashy nude colour. So one sec, I'll put this on for you. It looks like this. The packaging is just so, so beautiful. It's like denim with gold lettering on it. It's so, so cute. So it's a nice peachy pink on appearance. One sec, I'll put it on. But it goes a little bit grey on me. It is still pretty. I don't know whether it's just because I'm not used to this kind of pale lipstick. I do like this, and I think it is down to the lip liner that you wear or the gloss that you top it with. So it's a very, very neutral nude, but like I said, in some lightings I wore it and it was very peachy, and it's a lot less peachy now. So I don't know whether I'm getting something wrong. I don't know if anybody can tell me what lip liner to wear with it, because it is washing me out a little in my opinion right now. But equally, if you'd like to have a really neutral lip, really, really just like sort of almost blending into your makeup and then adding a richer lip liner just to give it a bit of definition, then this is your perfect nude lipstick in my opinion. Then I thought I would include this, as I did recently get sent this. So this is the only product that I've been gifted in this whole haul, but this is the Precisely My Brow Pencil from Benefit. So they kindly sent me this. This is in the shade 4 now. Benefit have remodeled and like remastered all of their eyebrow products and created this like one cohesive collection. So I'm obsessed with it. I went to the launch of one of their other brow products recently. It's like a kind of like a marker pen kind of thing, and I love that. But this is got like a really, really fine tip pencil on one end, and then on the other end it is a spoolie. So the packaging is absolutely exceptional, really, really sweet. I love it. So I use this for my eyebrows because the tip is so, so fine. It gives real good definition to the brows if you're wanting to do the hair stroke technique. So this is brilliant for that. I've been trying to go a lot more minimal on my eyebrows recently. I got to a point where I was drawing them on thicker and thicker and thicker because there was such a strong trend for thick, bushy Cara Delevingne eyebrows, and I was really like kidding myself really, because I don't have much eyebrow at all. So I've started to embrace my skinny thin eyebrows, and I've just been penciling them on nice and thin and arched and angular. So I'm a lot happy with them now. This pencil is one of the products that I've been jumping for every day. I also use this, funnily enough, to draw on my freckles. So if you've watched any of my makeup videos and seen me without makeup on YouTube, then you'll know that I am the freckle queen. I'm covered in them. So I've been drawing my freckles back on because I do love them. I'm trying to embrace them more, but obviously because I use thicker foundation to cover redness, I don't always get the thin coverage that I want on my cheek area to see the freckles. So I've been drawing them back on, just giving them a bit more definition. So if you think I'm a bit more freckly, that is why. And then on to the last 3 products. So these are from NYX, which is one of my all-time favourite affordable makeup brands. So I picked up 4 items. So the first item that I picked up was this lip liner. This is the NYX Suede matte lip liner in the shade London. So I've never ever tried NYX lip liners. I've always been a matte girl, but because I lose them so frequently, I thought I'd go for a more affordable option, because this is either like £4 or £6, but this is a lovely nude. One sec. There's a swatch of it, so it's really pretty. I would say that this isn't quite as pigmented as the MAC ones, and it doesn't glide on quite as easily. You do have to be a bit firmer with your application, but I would say this is more almost like Subculture by MAC kind of colour. So it is very akin to my natural lip line, so it's really good for mimicking a fuller pout if you do want it to be very natural and not slightly darker. But I sometimes do like to have a slightly darker lip liner, as it gives the illusion of bigger lips, because it creates like a shadow. But yeah, I do like this, and for the price I can't fault it at all. I'm going to buy about 1 million more, I think. I just wish they had a few more shades. That's the one benefit of MAC, is they have about 30 lip liners, whereas I think NYX had about 12, 15 maybe. So yeah, hopefully they'll bring out some more shades. Then next up, I bought one of their soft matte lip creams. These are one of my all-time favourite lip products. I was wearing Stockholm for ages, so if you've seen any of my recent videos or photos or anything, I'm always wearing Stockholm. But I bought this one, which is Abu Dhabi. One sec, I'll swatch this for you too. So this is Abu Dhabi, this one here, under the lip liner. It's just so pretty. It's like a brownie nude, which, like I say, is one of my all-time favourites. I think it's a really lovely colour. The formula is absolutely exceptional. It's by far the best matte lip formula I've ever tried, because it's not thick. It's very thin and very non-drying. This is the one that I can hand to God say doesn't dry my lips out, and I have very naturally dry lips anyway, so I adore this. And again, this is £6. Six. They have a really good colour selection on these too. They have richer browns, plums, peaches, everything. So these are a brilliant option if you are looking for an affordable lip cream. So it's super thin, not thick at all, not gloopy, not sticky or too drying. And it's like a demi matte. It's not like sucks the life out of you matte, which I absolutely loathe. It's so uncomfortable to wear. It's like a creamy matte, which is really nice. Then the next product that I bought from NYX is the Honey Dew Me Up NYX primer. This is like a gel primer. One sec, let me get it out. I saw it and it was very gold, and I thought it was almost like an oil. It reminded me of the Fasali Rose Gold Elixir, but when I actually bought it, it's got like this weird applicator. One sec. Like, one sec, can you see this? It's like glue. I don't know if you can see that. It's like glue, literal PVA glue, and if you pull it, it strands away. It's so weird. So this, I thought it was going to be a bit shimmerier than it actually is, but it comes out clear. Don't know if you can see it here, but you rub this in, it's like a serum almost, and then it just goes slightly tacky and sticks your makeup down. So I have been using this. I can't say that it makes you look any glowier. I wish the gold was more apparent and would obviously like illuminate the skin a bit more. I do feel like this is kind of gimmicky. Like, I thought it was going to be better than it was. It just doesn't really do much. I wouldn't say that this drastically did anything to my skin, so yeah, kind of meh on this one. And then last but not least on the NYX products is this NYX eyeshadow. So it's bright yellow. This is in the shade Butterscotch Caramel. So I adore this. I've been wanting a yellow eyeshadow for months. I wish I'd got this at the start of the summer, but I just never got round to it. I think orange is also really beautiful, and I've got an orange one that I always wear, but I never had a yellow one. So it looks like this. It's quite vivid. It's like a mustardy yellow. I wouldn't say that it's like a neon vivid yellow. So it's slightly darker, but I just think a wash of this over the eyelid with really dewy, natural, bronzy makeup would look absolutely beautiful. So although it is slightly more of a summer look, I do absolutely love this yellow eyeshadow, and I can't wait to try it out. And then finally, I thought I should give a mention to my all-time favourite beauty product, and that is these Johnson's Makeup Be Gone Pampering Wipes. Oh my god, these have actually changed my life. I used to love makeup wipes just purely for convenience. I would take my makeup off with them and then do a full cleanse. And then before when I was using other brands, I would just find that it would be really uncomfortable to use makeup wipes on my skin because it would drag so much and I would really have to rub it in and scrub, which made my skin feel tight and a bit irritated. So then I just started cleansing, and even then I was doing like a double cleanse and I would still miss bits around my hairline, or if I'd come in drunk or from a night out or whatever, I just wouldn't want to do the whole double cleanse stage thing. I just want to get in bed. So these makeup wipes, oh, they saved my life. These are the best makeup wipes I've ever used. So fantastic. They are literally just like normal sheet wipes, but they're so thick and dense and they are so hydrating. So I rub this all over my face. I only need one for my entire face, and it has like, it leaves like this residue on your skin, like a real moisturizing rich dew to your skin that leaves your skin feeling really hydrated, so you don't even have to moisturize after using them. And it's the only makeup wipe I've ever used that has actually got enough like moisture to the wipe that can get rid of all my makeup without having to be really tough with my skin. So these, you literally gently rub it all over your skin. It's nice and damp and hydrating, so you don't have to worry about like having to rub, and they're even good around your eye area. So I literally just place the wipe over my eyes and then gently wipe away my eye makeup. These are without a doubt the best makeup wipes I've ever used, and I know some people, again like me, struggle with makeup wipes and think that they just have to compromise. They just buy cheap crappy shit ones that don't really do the job. They kind of take your makeup off but leave a lot behind, but these, I can tell you now that they take all my makeup off. They're nice and affordable, they're nice and cheap and easy to get hold of, and they leave a nice dewy appearance to the skin too. So highly recommend these. So that is it for my beauty haul. That's everything that I bought recently. Please let me know, as always, what you like, what you don't like, if you've tried any of the products yourself, how to use them. Again, like I said at the beginning of the video, I also love any of your recommendations. So if there's anything that you've tried recently that you think I should try also, please let me know. But as usual, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad that you're all here watching every video. It means the world to me, and I read all your comments. So again, thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.